MJ back again. This time we're gonna do a little something different. We're gonna do a hip hop breakdown. Where I'm gonna spit a verse, the average verse, not that corny, watered down bullshit hip hop y'all call music, but a real verse. I'm gonna break it down to you, translate it for y'all socialites out there, so you understand what the fuck I'm saying. So, check this. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Ignorant notation and hating causes teleportation, taking no despite disgracing and placing them with the Masons, facing situations revolving around revolvers, legacies hard to harbor, hugging your limitations. Flossing with the boss can cost more than the fortune, price of living rising like an auction. It's way more important to break portion off a portion of your fortune than to give it to your daughter for abortion, cause she's knocked up by a cat who's locked up in the midst of switching religions like other cats in prisons. Allah being a vision, the mission being renewal, only getting out to find out that he ain't got the fuel. Oppressed from being sad, he sits with pen and pad, jots for a tad, then takes his product to the lab. Nevertheless, impressed by the bars that he had, he discovers that he too had the gift to gab. I'm gonna take you through that verse step by step and tell you what the fuck MJ just said, cause a lot of y'all's like, oh shit, that wasn't. See, Young Jock doesn't rap like that. He raps slow pace, and Young Jeezy gives ad libs. So I'm explaining to you what I just said. I said ignorant notation, which is dumbasses, and hating, which is you, probably, causes teleportation, meaning the misplacement of or the replacement of those who spit disgracing, those ass rappers, excuse my English, placing them with the Masons. If you're unfamiliar with our culture, Masons are an elite group in our society. So you're taking those ass rappers and putting them with the elite, knowing damn well they can't rap. Due to your ignorant notation and hate. Now, often facing situations revolving around revolvers. If you come from the hood like me, revolver, that's that thing. You know what I'm saying? And you often in situations revolving around that thing. You revolving around that revolver. Legacy's hard to harbor, hugging your limitations. If you keep hugging your limitations, you keep ending up in them situations. Legacy's going to be hard to harbor. It's going to be hard to prosper. You know what I'm saying? Now you got ignorant notation and hating causes teleportation, taking no despot disgracing and placing them with the Masons. Facing situations revolving around revolvers, legacies hard to harbor, hugging your limitations. You understand that now? Now to the next part of the verse. You know what I'm saying? Flossing with the boss can cost more than a fortune. Price of living rising like an auction. If you've ever been to an auction, you know what I'm saying? They talk like Twister. Price is always going up. So the price of living in America, if you live here like I live here, it gets more expensive every year, so it's going up like an auction. It's way more important to break Porsche off a portion of your fortune than to give it to your daughter for abortion. I'm from the hood. I've been in the hood. I've been to your hood. I've probably been to your hood. You know what I'm saying? And we get our fingernails done, we get our hair cut before we pay our bills. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I got that from. You know what I mean? You give it to the Porsche before you give it to your daughter for abortion, because she's knocked up by a cat who's locked up in the midst of switching religions like other cats in prisons. Meaning, she got pregnant by the Muslim nigga. You know what I'm saying? And when the Muslims go to jail, you know what I'm saying? But they don't go in a Muslim. They come out a Muslim. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happens in jail. My whole family been in jail. Most of them Muslim. And they come out buff as all fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes down in prisons. You know what I'm saying? So they get your daughter pregnant, then they go to jail and turn Muslim. That's just how it goes down in the black community. So you got Allah being the vision, the mission being renewal. You get out of jail, you supposed to want to get your life. That's why I got rehab. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to want to get your life out. But he's oppressed because he ain't got the fuel. You know what I'm saying? So he fucked up. Like, damn, you got a job. You got out of jail, you can't get no job. You can't vote 4 years. You know what I'm saying? The price, you know what I mean? You stop lifting weights. So you was buff before, now you just fat. You know what I'm saying? So you're like that. Oppressed from being sad, he sits with pen and pad, jots for a tad, then takes the product to the lab. Every nigga you know who got out of jail was a rapper. I don't gotta explain it. Nevertheless, impressed by the bars that he had, he discovers that he had to get for gas. So the motherfucker turned out to be nice, to spit. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you break down a verse. Now that I broke down the whole verse for you, I'm gonna give it to you one more time. And this time you're gonna be like, wow, I understand everything he's saying. So check it. You follow me. You know this now. Listen. Ignorant notation and hating causes teleportation, taking no spit disgracing and placing them with the Masons. Facing situations revolving around revolvers, legacies hard to harbor, hugging your limitations. Flossing with the boss can cost more than the fortune, price of living rising like an auction. It's way more important to break Porsche off a portion of your fortune than to give it to your daughter for abortion. Cause she's knocked up by a cat who's locked up in the midst of switching religions like other cats in prisons. Allah being the vision, the mission being renewed. We're only getting out to find out that he ain't got the fuel. Oppressed from being sad, he sits with pen and pad, just for a sad, then takes his product to the lab. Nevertheless, impressed by the bars that he had, he discovers that he's similar to MJ because he has the gift of gab. Peace, motherfuckers.